What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another quick review here on Action Industries. My name is Ben Bateman, and yes, I am wearing a sweet 10-gallon hat. Stay tuned to the end of the review to find out exactly why. Captain's Cabana, anyone? Anyway, guys, today I'm reviewing The Hunt, the film that was originally supposed to come out back in September. Got pushed to a March release. This one is directed by Craig Zobel, written by Damon Lindelof, so it's definitely got some cachet, some names behind it. A lot of big actors and actresses. When I say big, I should rephrase that, involved in this. You do have a two-time Oscar winner and Hilary Swank in the cast, but otherwise it's the likes of Emma Roberts and Ike Barinholtz and Betty Gilpin. It's an interesting cast of fun people. Amy Madigan's in there. It is based on The Most Dangerous Game. It's another film that has, similar principles to any kind of hunt each other, be hunted by people type of movie. And mostly this film sort of serves as a political divide between the far right and the far left. I don't want to spoil it. This is a non-spoiler review, so I won't really say a whole lot of what happens necessarily, but the humor's pretty good. Honestly, whether it's the right-wing or the left-wing humor, it's all pretty funny. It lands really well. The delay of this film had to do with mass shootings, real-life mass shootings, which are obviously not funny, and President Trump had criticized this film, and so I think that they felt like they had to push this back to a time probably when it was just going to face less heat. When you watch the film, what it feels like is a pretty campy horror movie. It feels like a campy horror adventure. It definitely has some funny writing. It definitely has some good beats. I got a lot of good laughs out of this movie. It does it really, really well. It feels like a Blumhouse cast, which is what it is. I think you guys will probably enjoy the cast a great deal. I did really enjoy Hilary Swank in this movie and most of the supporting characters. It definitely leans into not taking itself super duper seriously. I think it's intentionally trying to be a little bit looser in that regard. But why this film would have been postponed or had any kind of heat behind it had it not been for any of the real life events that happened around September, I don't know. None of the dialogue or the message or the humor feels over the top enough that it's actually significant. It mostly just feels like people shooting people, and that's something that we didn't want to see at that moment. But it even has to do more with, not that we're more prepared to see it now, it's just that this is a business. This film had to make money, and so that was the world we were living in. Now, this type of story lends itself well to horror. Obviously, The Most Dangerous Game is something that's going to be a little bit more engaging if you feel like the stakes are real and you buy into all the characters, whereas if you're doing it in sort of a campy horror humor way, like this movie is doing a little bit more, the stakes don't feel as real, not because you don't think that your main character can die, but just more because you're really there to enjoy it and laugh, not to root for any particular person surviving, which is kind of the case often with horror movies. But even just most recently, I watched Ready or Not last year, and that movie's great. That movie's really, really fun with a sort of a similar flavor, right? It's Blumhouse, campy horror, people hunting each other, that kind of a thing. So if you like that sort of movie, I really think you'll enjoy this one. I don't know if this needs to be a theatrical journey for you, but definitely something that is fun, and I think if you watched it on an airplane, you'd enjoy it. If you wanted to VOD it, you'd be fine. And maybe it's a fun date movie. I don't know. Go see it with friends. Get stoned. You're going to get some good laughs out of this movie. I tend to find Damon Lindelof's work has a through line in terms of its humor, and that is very much apparent in this movie. That's pretty much that. The violence is not outrageous. It's violent for sure, but no more violent than many films I see. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about this movie, guys. The Hunt, check it out. Comes out in theaters this weekend. Be sure to follow along with what we're doing here on Action Industries for more reviews. I've got another one coming out today for the film I just watched it. Bloodshot is also, you can see that came out today. Now for the question, why am I wearing this 10-gallon hat? Well, tomorrow night, on Thursday, the 12th of March, Andrew, Guy, and myself are going to be doing a private stream with only the captains and our Patreon tier. That's patreon.com/teamaction. 1 hour of literally just us and the captains. You guys can ask anything you want about anything. We will read every single comment in the chat. We will not ignore anything. And we will wear these dumb 10-gallon hats because it's called the Captain's Cabana, which is why I'm wearing it now, because the thing just came in the mail. So thanks for watching this quick review here, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Check out The Hunt. Let me know if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, and check out the review for Bloodshot. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. All right, guys. Have a good one.